Hey, this is Messy Desk Reviews. Today we're gonna be looking at the Rey and BB-8 figure from the Star Wars Black Series. It's in a 6-inch scale and 1/12 scale series. I'm not too thrilled about this figure. There are a lot of things with the Rey figure that I'm not seeing that I'm too impressed with. BB-8, on the other hand, he looks pretty good. I know he's just pretty much a statue, but that's okay. I'm fine with that, because that's what I was expecting for them to do. His paint apps look good. He looks like he's been rolling around the dirt, you know. I know I haven't opened him, I haven't messed with him at all, and that's my first impression of him. Now, with the Rey figure, I'm not too happy with the face sculpt. I mean, it doesn't look like the actress as much as I think it should. She looks more manly, you know. It doesn't look like she's going to have too much articulation, especially in the waist. She looks like she's going to be pretty limited because there's not a lot of the soft goods on this. Like, for instance, this should be soft goods. The strap on her staff, her clothing looks like it's going to restrict a lot of movement. And I think they could have made this right down here, maybe a cloth goods as well. But I think we should crack this open and get a good understanding of how this figure is. Okay, on to the unboxing. Just so you know, it's closed right now. We're gonna put it open and cut it. Boop. It's open. Pop it. Ooh, new figure smell. I can smell it already. Who loves that? Is it just me? I think it's just me. Here's what it looks like inside the blister so far. One thing I know we didn't do is we didn't do a look around the box. I know that a lot of people like to look at it. Here's her silhouette and BB-8 silhouette on there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a nice window box. There's not a lot to the box. I mean, it's number 2 in the series as well. I'm guessing the planet they're on is going to be Jakku, but here's the whole info that, the bio, if you will, on the figure. And there's a silhouette of her again. Here's all the warning labels. Everybody loves the warning labels, right? Let's loosen all these joints first. Yeah, kind of already limited. Ugh. Yep. She's like hardcore limited. That's about all you're gonna get out of her arm. I don't know. We'll get more into that once we get the articulation. In the hand, she feels very solid. She feels very good. We're gonna stand her up, her in BB-8, and then we're gonna do some size comparisons with some other figures. Okay, so here onto the figure and the details and paint work and everything. I mean, there's some paint that I'm not too impressed with. Like right here, this white part. If you see, it's kind of messy. Everywhere else, it really doesn't look that bad. Maybe I'm just judging it too harshly. From certain angles, she doesn't look as manly and all that, but from certain angles, she just looks like a man, and she's a female figure. It's hard to do a good female figure, and that's the truth. And, you know, for what you're paying for, I think they did a good job. I mean, it's not the best. I've seen other figures that do a little bit better. I'm guessing she's going to be the Leia of the new series, but we'll find that out. We'll spin her around. I like her little gauntlet right here. I like little things like that. There's some good texturing on the boots. I don't know if you could tell, but yeah. And we'll go to the back. She's got the little pouch, which is really cool, and you know it gets splotchy right in there with the paint, but she's all right. She's okay. I don't know if this is a whole Jedi robe that she's wearing or if it's just for the Tatooine thing, but I kind of get a Jedi robe kind of vibe going on with her. We'll find out. I'm really excited to see where these characters go and how they progress. Her staff is really good painted and detailed. The bandages are really sculpted pretty well and everything. The only thing I'm just mad about is this whole piece. It could have been a fabric piece. I mean, who agrees with me? I mean, am I wrong? Yeah, it's simple, you know? Oh well, it's just an accessory. Alright, well, there's her. We'll set her to the side real quick, and we'll go over to BB-8. Alright. There's BB-8. He actually bounces on his own. If you watch, he wibbles and wobbles, and he goes back to where he needs to be. It's pretty good. He's adorable. Like, you know, who doesn't like a good droid, you know? This is definitely the droid I was looking for, you know? But he's got some good paint work. I don't know if you could see that, but, he's got a glossy eye, and the blue part's glossy. The metallic gunmetal looks really good. It looks like he's a little dirty, and he's been in the sand rolling. none of these markings on the side are the same either. That's cool. And got one on the bottom. It feels like they weighted him down. Like it feels like there's like a small piece of metal or something in there to keep him weighted correctly. And I don't know. I'm excited to see how BB-8 is as a character. Hope he's kind of goofy. I don't know. Hopefully he's not Jar Jar Binks. The little antenna is soft and everything, but it looks like he's on there with a double ball joint. So, all right. Well, we'll set off these to the side, and then we're gonna do some size comparisons, guys. Okay, so we're gonna do some size comparisons now. First off, we'll go. She's a little bit shorter than Cap, which she kind of should be. Cap's a tall guy, you know, big guy. I like the scaling, you know, seems right. So we're done with him. Then we'll go with an SH Figure Arts, and we all know what the Power Rangers look like, right? Oh, look, see, he's attacking her. He's attacking her, but. Damn it, Tommy, you're an asshole. No, I'm just kidding. But see, he looks like he's kind of... yeah, I mean, it seems about right scale, you know. They're teenagers, they're kind of short guys, you know. But, I think it looks alright, you know, compared to an import. We all love our imports a little bit more. Then we'll set her up next to, one of the Gundams that we have. This is a Gyaradoga. I think that's what it is. I don't remember. It's been a while. I think it's scaled how it's scaled, but next to a figure about that size, I think it looks really good. Take this out. Now, we're going to go with a figure from the same series, you know. I think it's the best one we've reviewed so far. Really, we haven't reviewed that many. But I think it looks good. You know, we'll go with Finn. You know, I think it looks good. It looks like it's scaled well. He looks like he's a little bit taller than she is. I'm excited to open the other guys in this series. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be pretty critical on some of these, and that's kind of how I feel. All right. All right. So I think we're done with the looking at the details and everything. So I'm gonna hand it over to Justin now and let him handle the figures and see how he likes them and what impresses him about them. Go ahead, Justin.
All right. Well, the first thing we can talk about is Ray here. Try to make sure I'm in focus. And looks like she's got a little bit of head articulation, not much at all. She's limited by her ponytail in the back there and forward. There's not much articulation there. Her head could probably go around 360, but I mean, she can look side to side pretty well. Her shoulders actually move up pretty well. I mean, considering how much sculpt she has there for her like vest or robe. Her arm can move up about that high. Move down. You can only move up like that. I mean, it's not very high, but like I said, it's very limited because of this little white undershirt here. Elbow, it's just a single joint. Has a pivot at the elbow also. She has her wrist, just a pivot, and hinge system like we're used to seeing there. The other wrist is the same. We've got a little bit, and I'm talking, oh, I guess we have a little bit more than I thought. But it is also limited by the robes. They kind of smash against each other, and I don't want to work it around too much and mess up the paint apps they got going on. The legs, also very limited by her wardrobe here. It's very stiff plastic, or rubber, I guess. She has a little bit of a knee bend here.
As far as it goes?
Yeah, it doesn't go very far at all. Like I said, she's got fairly bulky pants going on. Simple toe point here, and looks like she's got a pivot just above the knee Same with the other leg. I mean, the shorts she's wearing really do limit how high her legs move.
About the ankles and stuff. Like the ankles are really good. That's about it. That's about the good thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't have that beautiful ankle pivot.
And let's move on to BB-8, which is what I was excited to see. I was really excited to see him, mostly because of all the details we have on him. He's got really good paint apps all the way around, as Chaz mentioned earlier. We have a nice, like, double ball joint pivot in the neck there.
The Tawanda, as I like to call it.
Definitely give it lots of expressiveness. But it's pretty simple other than that. We just have the double ball jointed neck there and lots of beautiful paint apps. You definitely, when you buy this figure, you want to buy it for the BB-8. And, Ray's really not what you're buying this little figure set for here. As far as accessories, other than BB-8, we have Ray's staff here. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a blaster staff, or maybe it's just something to help her
get through the sands.
Yeah, scavenge through the sands there. It's pretty flexy. They did a very good job on the bandages here. I don't know if we can focus in on that, but yeah, there we go. Very good job on the details there. As Chaz was saying, one gripe about it is I wish this was either a softer rubber or a soft good there.
Yeah, I would have been okay with the soft rubber on that too. The hard plastic, it made no sense right there. I mean, I know it's a set staff, but these are figures that people are going to pick up early because they really want the Star Wars figures and the Star Wars line to succeed.
Yeah, and it just makes it very cumbersome to try to stick the staff on her shoulder there. I mean,
yeah,
having a fair amount of trouble.
It looks awkward. But I think that's it for the articulation portion of this. Let's go on to our final thoughts. What do you say?
Yep. Right.
So now that we've got all this figure out of the box and BB-8 as well, what do you think about it? Do you think it looks pretty good, or what do you think? Do you think it's kind of a shit figure?
Honestly, on Rey, she's so limited. I mean, we had a kind of a tough time posing her here. We just kind of leaned her up against the wall. Her feet have excellent range, but her knees and clothing really limit everything that she can do. I mean, she's not very posable.
She seems like a statue.
Yeah, she seems more like a posable statue than anything. I love BB-8 here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's even more simple than she is, but he's more expressive.
That's what I thought too. Like the things that you could do with his head, you could give him like sideways, going like, "Really, you talking to me like that?" Just stuff like that. He looks like he's gonna have an attitude. Just the way you can mess with this figure. And
yeah, I was kind of let down by her. I mean, especially since we had the Finn. He seemed really good. He had the double jointed knees and everything, but
I mean, with that Finn, I thought he looked really good in the box. I was a little bit more not so much disappointed with him. I was a little let down with him, but not very badly. With this Ren figure, I really seemed like it seemed like I don't know how to say it, but it seemed like crap.
Yeah, she's definitely not as high quality as he is, but I mean, definitely if you want the BB-8, I think this is the only way to get him though, so try to find him quick because I do believe he's going to sell out. I mean, just for him, the Rey figure will sell out just for him. I think the BB-8, they'll come out with another figure for the BB-8. I think they'll come out with one with maybe magnets or something. I hope. That's that's what I would like to happen. But for now, what we have, that's perfect. That's all I want, But yeah, we like to do a little diorama after each one.